Hello, I'm Sam Booth and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over a piano tutorial on Save Your Tears by The Weeknd. I did do a performance of this on the piano on one of my earlier videos a couple of months back, and I was supposed to follow through with a piano tutorial on this, but I've been quite busy. But thankfully I've got a bit more time to show you guys how to do this song. I think it's really cool. So let's get into it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. And if you have any questions about anything in this tutorial, don't forget you can always leave a comment in the comment box below and I'll get back to you. So let's get into this tutorial. I'm going to be looking at the right hand and the left hand separately first to begin with, then I'll start putting hands together. And I'm going to be using finger numbers, so make sure you know what they are. So fingers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Both for the right hand and for the left hand. Think about those finger numbers, which I'll have on the screen before you start, and let's get into it. I'm going to start off with the right hand, and I'm going to look for the middle C, and then I'm going to go to the higher C, which is the next C above the middle C, and I'm going to put my finger 3 on the C. And then I'm going to go to finger 1 on the A, and then repeat the C and the A, and then up to 4 on D, back to 2 on B. And then I'm going to repeat that B and switch to 3, and repeat that B, and then go to finger 1 on G, back to 3, and then 4 on C. And then I'm going to move my position to finger 3 on the C, and then 5 on the E, and then down to 1 on A, and repeat those A's and C's, 4 on the D and back to 2 on the B. So I'll show you that bit again. And then I'm then going to switch to a finger 3 on the B. So bearing in mind there is a lot of switching around on finger numbers using the same letter. That's just to sort of help you get into the position for the next part. And then down to 1 on G. And if you follow those position changes, that will help you to move around quite well. So let me show you that bit again. So 3 on C. Switch to 3 on B. Switch to 3 on the C, and switch back to 3 on the B. So let's now move to the next part. Now I'm going to move to the 4, finger 4 on the higher G, and to 2 on E, and alternate between those two notes. Then back to 4 on G repeated, and then 5, 2 and 1, putting the 5 on the A, 2 on the E and 1 on the B. It's nice to sometimes build and put some chords in there as well, just to sort of make certain parts stand out, and then repeat the E. So I'll show you that line again. Okay, keeping the 4 on the G, 3 on the F, 2 on the E, 1 on the D and back to 2 on the E. And then repeat it again. And back to 4 on G. So that's the next part to the melody. So I'll show you that bit again. Now I'm going to move my 4 to the F, and 5 on the G, and repeat that, back to E, then stretch my 2 down to the C, back down to the A with finger 1, repeat that C, and then put my 1 on the C, and stretch my 4 up to the higher G, and then 3 on the E, stretch my 2 down to the lower C, and alternate between finger 2 and 1. So I'll show you that bit again. And then the final part, we're going to move to 3 on the E, down to 1 on C, 5 on the G, and stretch your 1 down to the B, and then back to 5 on the higher G. And that becomes repeated. Let me show you that part again. So just as a recap, I'm going to go through the whole section again for the right hand before we then move on to the left hand. So that's all of the right hand. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some left hand chords to give it more interest and harmony to it. So there are 4 chords that I'm going to be including in the left hand. And that's going to be a C chord, and then an A chord, and then an E chord, and then a G chord. Notice that these chords are spread out. So just to show you how I did that, I put my 5 on a lower C, 2 on a G, and stretched my 1 to the middle C. And then I went down to the A chord, going further down by 2 notes, down to A, 2 on E, and then 1 on the A. And then down to a lower E, and 2 on B, and 1 on the next E above. And then back up 2 notes up to G. 5 on G, 2 on D, and 1 on G. So let me show you those again. C chord, A chord, down to lower E, and then up to G. So now what I'm now going to do is I'm going to add in those left-hand chords with the right-hand melody, but they need to be played at the right time. So I'll signal in the places where you need to be adding in those left-hand chords. So C chord, and then the next C here, you're going to play the A chord. And then you're going to play the E chord. Repeat the B 3 times with finger 3. And then the final B, you're going to then switch to the G chord on the left. Okay, and then back to C. And then you're going to play the C in the right hand with the A in the left. And then the lower E. And then the repeated B, the final one, you're going to play the G chord. And you're going to play that G 3 times. So let me play that section again. And then the next part, you're going to play a C chord and repeat the G. And then when you play that E, you're going to play an A chord on the left. And then you play the chord on the right, and you're going to play E in the left. And then go back to G, and then play the G in the right hand. I'm going to repeat that one more time so you can get that. And then there is now a 5th chord which is now going to be added in. And this time we're going to be playing a D chord. This is for the pre-chorus. So we're going to have a D chord. So that's 5 on D, 2 on the A, and 1 on the next D above. and we're going to play that with the first right hand note of this part. So we're going to play a 4 on the F, and then an A chord on the left with the E, and then an F chord on the left hand, and then back to a G chord with the E. I'll show you that part again. And then finally, the last part, we're now going to go into the chorus. So a C chord with the E in the right, and then A in the left with a G, and then down to the lower E. And then back to G, and then repeat that one more time, which I'll do a bit quicker. So now I'm just going to show you the whole song from the beginning to the end so you can get a feel for how it's supposed to flow. So that's the end of today's tutorial. If you liked it, don't forget, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest content, which will be coming really soon. Now I've got more time, I'll be putting up loads of tutorials, so stay tuned for that. And don't forget to leave your comments, and I'll get back to you really soon.